Good evening. Welcome to week three. I'm going to be discussing my engagement with a tapestry of mentors versus having one mentor for all seasons. Very intrigued by what I heard and what I read, or at least looked at through the PowerPoint and through the media a video. I think a having a tapestry of mentors just overall is a safer and healthier way to engage the relationship of mentor and mentee. Really for various reasons, but I've seen where there's just one mentor, and that mentor can be very strong in some areas, but unsuspecting individuals can be misled by that individual as well, when they are so kind of honed in on one area of ministry. As it says, or was stated, that it sets realistic expectation when you have a tapestry of mentors, expectations for the mentee and for the mentor. And I think that's the beginning of having a healthy and safer relationship within that mentor mentee relationship. And it gets people involved. I love the idea of it getting people involved. Sometimes when you roll out discipleship, that can be overwhelming for people. But when you talk about a tapestry of mentors, right now we're talking about what they call this gift mix, where we all have different gifts, and now you don't have to feel like you have to have obtained every skill set necessary to be a mentor, but you can specialize in an area or two or three, and be very good and beneficial to your mentee. And so I love that idea. There are three things when we talk about this, various types of mentors, that I also really appreciated. The group mentoring, right? So even within the tapestry, right, there's small groups that occur. And as we are developing small groups at our church, group mentoring is something that we are looking at and excited about. Another one is the disciplers, right? So on a previous video, I mentioned being interested in understanding the difference between a disciple and a mentor, right? And I think we are starting to kind of dive into that a little bit, where being a discipler is one area of being of the tapestry of mentors, and seeing how being a discipler really starts at the beginning of that relationship with the mentee, with them and with God and with the gospel, and then you walk with them through that. So beginning to see some of the differences and differentiation between being a mentor and being a disciple. Another thing I really appreciated is the sponsors. I think that is great, because again, in our ministry, we are talking about this onboarding process and moving people from the crowd into community, right? And we didn't really know what to name that group of people that will help this onboarding and navigating. Sponsors. They are mentors. They are sponsors. You have just given me language for something we are trying to do. And so that is great. I love the idea of sponsors and the role that they can play as mentors. I think they can be very essential within a ministry. And so sponsors, I'm rolling with it. I love it. Lastly, I'll talk about the indirect mentors, because sometimes we may not consider those that we follow on YouTube, or the books that we read, or the biblical narratives and characters as being mentors, right? But when you tap into that information, when you are reading, when you are absorbing what they are sharing, their experiences and their perspectives, essentially they are mentoring you. And so I love the indirect mentors. and the legacy that they leave and the ability to tap in. Okay, sorry, I think this video is getting long. I enjoyed this week. I look forward to speaking with you all soon. Have a blessed day.